Niggas only very few niggas stay down with a nigga though. You know what I mean?
It what it is.
Very few niggas stay down with a nigga. No matter what, a nigga was like, cuz, it's gonna be us, cuz. You know what's the story? You know when I first met this nigga? No, I had already met the nigga, but we was on some real bullshit. I was on some bullshit.
For real.
I was on some real bullshit, man.
Real stuff.
It was what? 8, 9? It was 8 of us?
About 8 of us.
We coming up the hill.
Where y'all at?
In a cemetery, nigga. All sorts. We ain't gonna say no names.
Just leave it at that.
I was upset, nigga. Everybody who was with us had the righteous understanding, nigga. We ain't never going back home. This finna be what it is.
Right here.
And we're gonna go right here. And if these niggas don't say the right thing, we finna make history out of these niggas. We came up that motherfucking hill.
We was on a few months.
And this nigga walked by me. This nigga's speaking to me. Nigga, I'm so hot, I don't even see him. This nigga like, oh, what's up, Uncle? I'm like, man, nigga, hold on. I had to turn around everybody. I'm like, cuz, what's up? He like, I'm like, nigga, what you said? Nigga, I'm with you, nigga. I said, okay. I said, cuz, you don't want to go with me, nigga, because, nigga, if you ain't, he said, nigga, I got mine. What we on? On 6-0. I swear to God, on my life, with my daughter. My daughter, my little brother, rest in peace.
Yeah.
And I looked at this nigga and I'm like, I said, cuz, nah, gone, bro. We on some bullshit. I'm like, nigga, we ain't coming back down this hill. And they said, nigga, I'm going with you on 6. I said, this was, what year was this?
Shit, early 2000.
I came, this was before I had Nip. This was when I was just leaving Death Row. So this had to been 2008.
It had been 2007.
2007.
That was my first year in LA.
2007. It was about 2007, 2008. And then we go up the hill, and the homies, we had to say, we turn around, we come on back, we split this nigga left, and the homies was like, God, that nigga buck, bro, what is that? And we was too charged. We was too charged.
Yeah.
And you know, by the time you get out of, you get away from shit, you can go assess the situation. And
and
AD was like, cuz that nigga Buck jumped in the car, didn't he?
The lights cut on with a whole lot of rope and scratch. You hear what I'm saying?
I was there. I was in the building, nigga. I was in the tent.
And that nigga ain't gonna do all
I was in the tent, man.
On everything, nigga.
Listen.
this nigga that got that had to wrist around and
I was still on parole. No, yeah, I was on parole on that shit, cause now I remember I had 4-year tail. I had 4-year tail, you right, it was 2007. Cause I was just finna get off parole. It was 2007, cause I got off parole in 2008.
Yeah.
I did 4 years. I mean, I walked in that motherfucker.
And I knew that shit was gonna go down. I felt it.
Yep.
I
didn't have no clue.
I could feel it.
I didn't have no clue.
You could surround it, goddamn. You
feel
was
that
like,
shit.
yeah, man, they got us in the middle, man.
I could feel it. You know, it's like being on that penitentiary yard. When something go down, you can feel the tension.
Yeah, you can.
The tension.
I ain't catch none of it, bro. You gotta remember, I'm fresh. I ain't this was my first time even at an award show.
Yeah.
I come in from one side, shooting them in the middle. I see all of them. I'm speaking to niggas that I know, Fat Diamond, the homies, and niggas like, come over here, go over and keep me. So I'm really still solo. I'm bouncing around. I see this young nigga over on the, I see him, I see all the other niggas, I see all the players.
Yeah.
And
I had hollered at Suge. I hollered at Suge when I first came in.
I never even got a chance to make it to Suge.
Yeah.
That's why niggas never put me there.
Because
I never made it to him.
Hell yeah, shit went off like that.
Before
what niggas don't know, me and Banks at that time was supposed to be giving Snoop the next award when the shit popped out. See, when I first walked
y'all was finna give out awards?
We was finna give Snoop was getting, I think, like the Lifetime Achievement Award. And we had to look at the teleprompter to give us our signal to walk on the stage. So a nigga was stuck in the teleprompter anyway. I just seen that motherfucker go shaky like.
The
And you can see a nigga thumping on there from the teleprompter.
Oh, they started sprawling in the back?
Nah, we in the back of the stage looking at the teleprompter waiting on our cue to walk out to give Snoop his award.
Uh-huh.
But on the teleprompter you see the shit happening. And then it went black.
So you didn't even get the award.
Nah,
No, I thought it happened on the outside at the table.
It happened on the table. They had came and got me and Banks probably like 3-4 minutes before it popped off. 5 minutes. Cause whoever was on the stage, we had to go and bring Snoop the award or bring him, you know. But we was looking at the teleprompter waiting on the cue. When the nigga started to fade, I just see a nigga.
Was you jumped off the stage?
Hell yeah, I came through the front of there. I came through the goddamn curtains from the back because I was already on the stage, and that's when I looked and seen, you know, dog getting down. He was down there getting down with some big niggas.
Talking about Dre.
Yeah, so he had big.
What the fuck was that shit for?
I had no fucking idea, man. Like I said, niggas was just doing their
shit. But it did happen on the floor.
On the floor, it happened on the floor. You feel me? But shit, nigga felt the energy from the beginning because nigga had brought us our seating arrangements to the trailer. I go back to 50 to the nigga, hey man, look man, where these niggas got us sitting at. Cause on the seating arrangement, they had a nigga name, you know, G-Unit 57 and shit. But around the nigga, it was everybody who we had a problem with. I said, yeah. Look, the ticket was so goddamn real. When the nigga sitting at the table, in the middle, cause I'm sitting there at the table, I'm looking over at the time, shit wasn't right with him and Fat Joe. Shit wasn't right with Irv Gotti and his brother and everybody else. These niggas is all around us. Yeah. So shit, man, these niggas is grinning and shit. Man, I turned my whole goddamn head around. I'm just eye to eye looking at these niggas. Cause before I even went in that motherfucker, once I showed him where we were sitting at, nigga sent the nigga to the store that was around the corner. I happened to go in the goddamn store and knew what was in that motherfucker.
Give me a little pocket.
Man, no, not just one grab, everybody one. There should have been a few niggas left out that hole in real life. You feel me? Cause nigga came back with the whole goddamn shebang. Everybody was in there together.
Chop.
Like I say, I fought that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I was sitting right next to my homie Donnie. I was right there. I was standing in the aisle.
I watched the niggas in slow motion like this, man. You feel me? With they taking their hands like that because for a minute you had a nigga like Dre Security or one of them niggas, I don't, you know, was saying I cut him. I'm telling this nigga I had a fork. How the fuck I cut this nigga? They enhanced the tape. And now they can see a nigga lunging back. And you see the nigga jacket wide open, but a nigga ain't, you know, try to hit homie. He was with a nigga, but he flipped the script on a nigga. You feel what I'm saying? And started trying to chase down for the paper and shit. I don't know how it got out the way, but that whole little situation, like I said,
you had to plead guilty to that, right?
Yeah. For them to lower the charges and shit. What saved me was the fork. I threw that motherfucker. When the shit went down, that's why I picked that motherfucker up. And I'm knowing this camera's there, so I'm like this with the fork. You feel me? Why nigga all the way there. I just was like, and they threw the fork. So then once they ended up coming to get a nigga, my whole thing was, man, I ain't hit nobody with no motherfucking knife. I knew they ain't get that. You feel me? Man, I had a fork. Man, them folks sent a forensic team and then found that motherfucker with my fingerprints on it. I swear to God. On hood. Whoa. I done seen that nigga hit a few bags. I used to tell that nigga, if you ever hit me like that, I'm gonna have to fire your ass up on everything. That nigga can go though, no cap.
You can tell niggas, and that's where the nigga get their cockiness from, bro. Because most niggas who really can take care of themselves physically have a different kind of cockiness. Like, you know, niggas got a different kind of cockiness. You know, they can go in the room. And that's almost with everybody I know growing up because all of us did martial arts. All of us fought. So I boxed and I did martial arts and I learned how to wrestle in high school. So I did all three of them. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so but I had
close encounter. I know how to choke your ass out, nigga. If I got a box, nigga, I know bam.
So I learned how to do all that, and that make a nigga just when you walk in the room, you feel comfortable.